for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. As always, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit. You can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. Make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so. We'll throw it up on the screen. And as always, you know, I got to remind you, if you are one of those folks who want to leave an indignant or ignorant type comment, those, of course, will not be put up on the screen, and you will not get your 15 minutes of fame. Actually, this is what you'll get. All righty then. Yeah. And with that being said, joining me on the program today is my cat. Oh, you know, before I even make the introductions, let me apologize. Number two, we appreciate the folk out there in TV land checking us out at this late hour. I had some last minute situations, stuff that I had to do. My son plays AAU. He had AAU tryouts, told me at the last minute. So I had to make a swift dash with some cash and all that old good type of stuff. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that you all are here with us, and I'm glad my co-host was able to. My co-hosts are able to join us at such a late hour. We appreciate that. Let me give y'all a shout out there. And then
overtime.
It never fails. Somebody got to get a button, not even 2 minutes in. But anyway, joining me on the program today is my cat from the NYC, aka Rucker Park. Yes, look at him right there. Oh, man. Oh, with the crossover. Oh, the slow dribble. Did it go out of bounds? Oh, Brother Rick. What's happening?
I'm good, my brother. I was just caught, looking at the social media pictures of you on your Dallas vacation. So I apologize. I may have been caught looking at my phone. Let me put it away. It's always good to be on the platform with you, sir. And of course.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And on the other side of the we got my man from up north, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J, telling people what you say. Or should I say the outlaw? Oh, did he? Oh, he didn't look like LeBron out on that free throw. Shout out.
I had a really good G.I. Jane joke, and then I had better judgment. But speaking of Will Smith and Carlton, that's who my Boilers fell to. The Peacock.
Oh, I got you. And down at my left, your right, or top of the frame, bottom of the screen. Oh boy, do I have to introduce this guy? Yes, I have to. He's a very, very important, integral part of the platform program. My arch nemesis, the world's #1 antagonist, speaker for, I can't read that. I ain't got my glasses on. You get what I'm trying to say? TJ, a.k.a. Shadow Man. What's happening? All right. Oh, Burger King. Oh, look at
we got to do something about this.
We got to do what?
Joey. Hey, Joe. Hey, we got to do something about this introduction, man.
Oh, now he's Joey. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It's too much disrespect of the king in there. I don't like that.
Okay,
they got Burger King.
Hey, that
Come
ain't
on,
Hey man, you can get 5 fries for $1 at Burger King, baby.
I'm tired of it.
Okay, and
Too much slander.
last but not least, we got my man Jay Wilkerson, aka DOC Doc. What's happening? Holla at your boy.
What's happening, man? You all right?
Yeah, it's all good. Flint's very own. Oh, Lakers fan. What's happening, fellas? I appreciate y'all once again for joining me at such a late hour. You all, let me say this first and foremost.
What time is it in Texas? I'm just considering your time and the people in your household, sir.
All right, listen. Can I get this out? Can we get the show going? I thank you. I appreciate it. Don't start no stuff, Brother Rich. You all did a very admirable job last week. Let me give you a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Double J hosted the show.
Oh no, those guys carried it.
Yeah, in my absence, I was had to take a little mini vacation and whatnot. But I do want to say I did tune in and I left a few comments and whatnot. I mean, I just see when the cat is away, the mice will play. My God. Because Brother Rich had on his flim flam jammies. You know, I see him laid back all on his ottoman or whatever it is. I'm like, how you eating oatmeal? You know what I'm saying? During the taping of the P-Rogram. TJ, unfortunately, did not want to be a part of the shenanigans. I appreciate that, TJ. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that you want to come on when I'm on. You know what I mean? You want to be a part of the shenanigans.
He didn't show because the Lakers are on a losing streak right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Double J, my apologies,
he loved
man.
the Lakers so much.
My apologies for not setting you up with some sound effects or whatnot. You know what I mean? It was kind of dry on that side. You know what I'm saying? I heard crickets chirping and whatnot, but it's all good because guess what?
Oh, hell no.
But anyway, you all did a great job. Again, let me give you a shout out, Doc. Everybody, you know what I mean? You all filled in very admirably for me. And as a result, you already know I'm going to be taking some more vacations. Just let you know.
Meanwhile, we're still fighting for 15 over here.
So when you leave your part of Texas and you go to Dallas, do you drive over there, or how do y'all work that out?
Oh, let me fix my glasses if I can hear what you really said. In other words, anyway, let's start the show. You all touched on it to some extent last week, and I wasn't able to follow the whole show. I wasn't able to watch the whole show, excuse me, that you all did last week. Because, again, I was on vacation, and my brother and I, we had some things we need to do. But you all touched on the Deshaun Watson. Shout out to Deshaun Watson. Shout out to Brother Rich and Double J, because they have been saying for quite some time on this P-Rogram platform that the Browns needed an elite guy, and they have been pawning for Deshaun Watson's services. I was a skeptical, but I digress. I was dead wrong. Deshaun Watson is here. But one thing I was right on, I believe, was the fallout or the narrative surrounding him coming to Cleveland. We've all seen the ugliness, the unnecessary ugliness, as far as I'm concerned in regards to. So this is Deshaun Watson part 2, okay? Let me read to you all. Are you all familiar with the Sean Pendergast? Okay. Let me read to you all this article that he wrote for CBS Sports Radio. Now, here's the interesting part. Amy Lawrence and I are Facebook friends, okay? She put the post up in question form, and I don't remember what the question was verbatim, but her question was basically, you know, did Deshaun Watson deserve what he got or whatever it is? Trying to, in my estimation, lay it out there so somebody could pick it up and run with it, which is what Pendergast did. Let me read to you what this guy said. He said, Deshaun Watson's new $230 million contract with the Browns is disgusting. Pay attention to the verbiage here, right? Bear with me as I read through this. Deshaun Watson's fully guaranteed $230 million contract extension with the Cleveland Browns has received widespread criticism from fans and analysts as a restructured $1 million base salary for the 2022 season safeguards him from a potential suspension by the league. Now, I want you all to hold on to that because I'm not really sure I understand how that goes, but you all maybe once we get to diving into get to Ron, you all can explain that to me. From a potential suspension by the league. Watson, who won't face criminal charges for allegations of sexual misconduct, is still facing 22 civil lawsuits. Why? Brother Rich, maybe you can help me with that. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam defended their trade for Watson in a statement this past Sunday, saying in part, we spent a tremendous amount of time exploring and investigating Watson's legal problems and overall candidacy. Whether or not Cleveland's due diligence was legitimate, the franchise clearly concluded that the backlash and controversy, which is what I kept alluding to, surrounding Watson couldn't outweigh the talent he offers on the field. The issue is, it's unclear when he'll play again. I don't see why. Maybe you all can help me out with that too. I thought, and I guess this is Pendergast, G-A-R-S-T talking. I thought the contract was gross. I thought it was disgusting. Those are the first words I said on air when I jumped on our afternoon show. Of course, Houston Sports Radio host, Sean Pendergast, told After Hours with Amy Lawrence on Tuesday. I'm shocked. First off, $230 million guaranteed. I'm not saying as a player that Deshaun isn't worth it, but then if you're not saying that, why are you shocked? You get what I'm saying? You just contradicted yourself, so many words, so to speak. But the optics of a player who weaponized a no trade clause, did he? Anyway, 4 months after he signed a contract, demanded a trade. Then he gets sued by 22 women, we all know, civil lawsuits with some pretty nasty stuff in there. And then he basically skips the whole year. Huh? Anyway, just the optics of it all. If you're Roger Goodell, you've got to be a little embarrassed. And then they pile on by paying his whole income for this season in a signing bonus instead of salary. I just think the whole thing was disgusting. But you said you're not saying that he's not worth it. Anyway, we already know. Let me fast forward here because you already know Watson was drafted 12th overall. The possibility of Watson being suspended in 2022 is strong, as NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has the unilateral power to do so under the league's personal conduct policy. The three-time Pro Bowl quarterback agreed to waive his no-trade clause, as we know, and joined the Browns last Friday, one day after telling them that they were no longer in the running to acquire him. We're going to talk about that too. The blockbuster trade includes 3 first-round picks and 2 additional picks sent from Cleveland to Houston. According to the William Hill Sportsbook, the Browns currently have the 4th best odds to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 57. The entire Watson conversation between Pendergast and Lawrence can be accessed in the audio player above on CBS Sports Radio. Now, I want to add before I start coming to everybody, which we all knew, but I'm just curious to know, and maybe I shouldn't be, why this portion is not being discussed, because Watson, of course, met with Browns media, and all they did was grill him and drill him about the issue with the lawsuits and so on and so forth. And he held himself quite, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Professionally?
Yeah, thank you. Professionally, in the midst of all of the daggers, if you would. But I find it interesting that not one reporter said anything or made mention of the fact that the lawyer for the women involved in the 22 civil lawsuits or whatever is the neighbor of the Texans owner. Imagine that. What a coincidence. Double J, we'll start with you. Give me your thoughts. Is there anything in the article you want me to go back over?
No, it's very clear. So look, everyone's stance on this, as we kind of touched on last week, this isn't a matter. Look, we all take, we either have family members that are female or daughters, etc. So we all take the concept of rape and those types of things very seriously. However,
absolutely,
what the court of public opinion often forgets, especially now when not just once but twice grand juries decided not to take criminal charges against Deshaun, tells you really everything you need to know, which is there was nothing truly grotesque in the circumstances that took place. Reading some of the depositions within the lawsuits themselves, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When it comes to getting massages, you're typically covered by way of a towel, but usually exposed beyond that.
Pretty much naked.
Right. So in the overwhelming majority of these, it was he exposed himself, which, okay. Now, they said basically what these civil suits are coming down to is that he made these people uncomfortable. And in some ways, he was able to coerce them from their perspective into doing something that they otherwise felt, coerced into doing something that they otherwise would have not have done. That's why there's lawsuits on the table still, which again, typically that will get settled by way of some kind of funds being exchanged. Now, what is astonishing to me is that despite these 2 grand juries are just basically these 2 courts saying, hey, we're not gonna charge this guy, basically says there is no difference between Deshaun Watson and Bob Kraft. So if we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson, why am I not hearing about Robert Kraft, who had done that? I mean, he was on FBI video. This is not just, hey, I made some people uncomfortable. No. This dude was seen and did a whole bunch of other things. But again,
boy was in a brothel.
Yeah, literally. So unfortunately, Deshaun is being a scapegoat for the likes of many. And the unfortunate side is the fact that he's able to get a second chance in society. People don't want to see that. And
Mike Johnson is weighing. Do you guys really think he did? Shout out to Mike.
Again, when it comes down to do we even this question, do we really think he did this? If you read it, and what did he do? It is saying that he exposed himself, and in some cases, he asked people to touch him.
Yeah.
If that's the case, look, again, that's still very much a choice. You can choose. You're not in his home. If you look at where these circumstances all took place and all those things, and now more importantly, what I want to point out is that the defense came forth with a list of 18 individuals who said he did no such thing. So wow, there's again, that's the part in the media. If you're trying to portray a narrative, you're not bringing that part of it up, which is you have equally as many people saying no, he didn't do those things, versus those that again, in fairness, and this is the troubling part. Even if he decides to pay these folks off, to try to bury the hatchet here, he's admitting some form of guilt at that point. And
exactly,
but by he's in between really a rock and a hard place, because you could do that and then it goes away. At least you can start from there and say it starts to go away, or you can play it out. And now it sticks with you, and you're learning more and more, about the situation and the circumstances.
Mike weighing in again, Mike Johnson. I find it hard to believe that 22 women were founded by one guy. Yeah, it's a lot. You're not the only one who's saying that. TJ, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm a little bit everywhere with this one, but I know he hasn't been. He's not a criminal, because like Double J said, 2 grand juries. Now I want to ask you, a grand jury, is that 12? Is that 12 people 2 times?
Yeah.
So this is
I don't know.
Is this the regular public?
Right.
Is this the public?
No, a grand jury's not public, is it, bro, Rich?
It's people made up of the public, yes.
Okay,
that's what I mean. Okay. So regular people who's supposed to be unbiased or whatever.
Yeah.
Impartial. They both said he didn't do anything criminal from all the facts or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was reading here.
Mind you, nephew, in Houston, Texas, a conservative Texas court found him that there was no reason.
That's a great point. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish, TJ. Yeah, that's a great point.
He's a black man, so I'm paying attention to all these optics too, because he's black, young, wealthy, and they said, "Nah, he ain't do nothing wrong." All right, that's 2 times. And like he said, the neighbor is the neighbor to the owner, the guy who said we ain't letting the inmates run the prison. That's why he wanted to trade.
Well, I thought that was wait. I thought the previous owner, the guy who passed, said that.
What's that?
Yeah, excuse me. The current Texans owner is not the.
It's not Bob McNair anymore.
Yeah, it's not Bob McNair. Thank you, Double J. Yeah, it's not Bob McNair is the one who said the inmates running the asylum or
he
whatever.
Had the inmate comment.
Yeah, he made the inmate comment.
Okay, bet. So you got with them plaintiffs, you got 7 of the women talking about they would go back. They went back to him again after these alleged incidents happened. So why would you go back to somebody you feel like was doing something?
That's a great point too.
Okay,
that's a great point.
Then three. What'd you say?
Now go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so then you got 3 plaintiffs who said that no, they lied about how many times they went to his. I mean, that he got service from them. So you got liars, you got people who want to go back, you got people who was telling everybody in the city they got massages. I mean, gave him massages and all that. They was happy about it, and then one person came forward, then the whole crew came forward. Now, I know a lot of a-holes, okay? Some dudes who are jerks. So I know he could have did some said some off the wall stuff. But is that like, should he be suspended for that?
Yeah, good point.
Well, you know, there in
hold
fairness,
on. Hold your thought, Double J. We got to get Brother Rich and Doc in on this one.
Hold on, this is the last thing. So,
okay, go ahead, TJ.
And I'm done with the plaintiff part, but this was interesting. Our legend from Cleveland sports, right? Jim Tomey, his wife. She said she turning in her season tickets after 40 years of having season tickets. I'm like, yeah, this is out of hand, man.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. She went on Twitter and everything.
Yeah, and again, let's keep in mind now, Ben Ralph was let off so easy. Absolutely, Mike J.
And he raped.
Yeah, Ben Ralph was let off so easy. And when I hear Watson talk, it doesn't add up. They are super mad at Deshaun. Of course, shaking my head. That 1% has so much influence. Yeah, I'm gonna give you another shout out on that. See, this is why we throw the comments, the comments that are of an intelligent nature. This is why we throw them up on the screen. Because Mike J hitting on it right now. But anyway, I'm gonna hold my thought. Brother Rich, what say you about all of this?
Well, I'm not going to go over any of the ground Brother Double J covered or nephew, because I think the key thing that both of them mentioned is no criminal charges have been filed. I'm going to leave that where it is. Now,
and hold that thought, Brother Rich. Let me interject right quick. I just want everybody to remember the operative word or term here is allegations. People have already decided and made their mind up about the dude and his allegations.
No. There can't be allegations anymore. Here's why.
Okay.
In America, when you go before the court system and the court renders, remember now, he never even got to a jury of his peers. A grand jury, which in America, the saying goes, they can indict a ham sandwich, meaning that the grand jury is oftentimes selected from a pool that's favorable to the prosecution. So the reality is, it would have been easy to make it. You all covered it already. It would have been easy to make a case on Deshaun Watson. I don't even want to deal with that. I want to deal with the part of, two things. I want to deal with Deshaun Watson and I want to deal with the Cleveland Browns fans and why on this program we said and called for him to be traded to Cleveland. And I said to you all that Cleveland is the perfect destination for him to rebuild this aspect of his life. And here's why we said that. Let's start with Deshaun. Yes, Deshaun Watson, like so many men, and let me be specific now and personal. So many black men, we need a better way of communicating with women and communicating through our ego and all that false bravado that we sometimes come up with people on. So Deshaun Watson probably falls into that community that needs to understand some manners and some civility and how you communicate what you want and what you desire. And maybe some of the women were interested in him like that, but he probably went at them a wrong way and opened himself up to a bad conversation, which is what we're having right now. Nevertheless, here's what we're talking about with Deshaun Watson. We're talking about a young man who we all knew, because everybody on this platform has some understanding of what it means to be called a minority or whatever they want to refer to us today as in America, in this country where racism is the prevalent sociological disorder. Now, let's deal with that. The fact that we knew that Deshaun Watson was going to have to face the media every day. What better city to do it in than Cleveland? Yes, the world's media is there now, but they're not going to be there in January when it's 1 degree outside and that wind is hawking in front of that stadium. This story will pass very soon. Deshaun Watson has been steeled. He knows this is a young man that's about to prove himself on the football field. He had to get some things together off the field. Now he has to prove himself again on the field. He's in a perfect situation, in a perfect environment with, in spite of whoever TJ was telling us about, in spite of that individual, yes, they're going to pick people like that, but then there are long lines of people whose grandparents love the Browns, who are now waiting and are going to embrace the fact that this is a potential championship team. This roster is ready. The fan base is primed to receive a winner and back a winner. And once this team starts winning on the field and they start seeing what Deshaun Watson brings, those people, the working class people of Cleveland and the Midwest and Browns fans all over the country, won't care about 22 allegations, as you said. And in particular, when this young man was tried, it went to a grand jury. He was found to not have any cause to bring a bill of indictment, to have him even to have an opportunity to face his peers, because the prosecution obviously felt that whatever these young women's stories were, they were not compelling enough of a criminal nature to take this young man out of his professional life. And so I think, and we think, that Cleveland is the absolute best situation. Yes, there was going to be a lot of stuff. That's why you said he handled it so wonderfully, because he's been prepared. He's ready. He knows what he has to deal with. But on the field, he's going to show them why he's who he is.
I'm with you, Brother Rich. I'm going to give you a shout out for that. And I'm shout out for TJ and Double J. Hold your thoughts, Doc, because y'all bringing it right now, and I appreciate this. Mike, we wish you wouldn't have had to use the profanity, but it's all good. But civil court makes you look so bad, man, even if you didn't do a bleep, bleep thing. Mike Vick went to jail for dog fighting. Are you serious? People fight chickens, and we are seriously not prosecuting them. This country is wild.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Civil court does make you look bad. But guess what? I can go down and file a lawsuit against you right now in civil court because I don't like the fact that you continually bring up the Dallas Cowboys on this program. I could actually file a civil suit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Somebody went down to the courthouse in Cleveland. They could see that I filed a suit against you from California to Cleveland, that you annoy us with the Dallas Cowboys, and then you make it mandatory in our contract that we have to talk about the Cowboys. I could sue you for that in civil court.
Listen, don't take it out on me because you and Double J then been brought to the carpet by the authorities, you know what I'm saying, for y'all's Mule Riders Association,
Hey, we're just fighting for
shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so a shout out for that. My man Ari Ganger, he said he weighing in. I'm here still at work, but wanted to pop in and say what up. What it do? My man Mac Johnson said Watson is 25 years old with money he don't need. Yeah, well, you know how that go.
But
don't need to. Oh,
he'll be all right.
He said he don't need to do anything to a woman. Yeah, I'm with you on that too.
Fact.
Doc, what say you about all of this?
I feel like he innocent. They should just go ahead and just drop it. All this hate he getting this for we know why he getting all this hate.
Fact.
We know why. Because he's not the ideal. Come on, man.
Yeah, thank you. What's already understood need not be
You know
explained.
what I'm saying? Like, we all know why. Like,
But see, that's the position I was trying to come from when I was trying to tell my esteemed co-host Double J and Brother Rich the whole idea of why in this town that type of situation, especially with a guy like him, man, they are going to every second, every minute, every hour, everything, man. It's not going to stop.
But here's the thing. I think that you are overestimating the power of the Cleveland press. That's only going to, guess what? I live in Los Angeles. I didn't hear nothing about what the press, I anticipated they're going to do that, but it wasn't like I saw it on the local Twitter feed here.
Okay, got you.
So yes, we know that they're going to be on it, but be honest. Once the season starts and it's about X's and O's and the winning and losing.
Once they start winning,
once they start winning, all of that's going to fade away. The Browns knew they were going to have to deal with this as a franchise. They had. That's why they said they didn't with anybody else. They wanted to know is there a criminal charge.
Hold that thought. Go ahead, finish your thought, Brother Rich.
They want to know is there a criminal charge, and let's meet with this guy and make him understand. Do you understand what's about to come at us, and can you handle this? And if he says,
got you, and that's why that press conference. That's why that press conference it went down the way it did. He held himself very, very well. What was you gonna say, TJ?
No, I was gonna say another reason we probably went in and tried to get watching this because we got an owner who always deal with these type of. I mean, he's always in the court.
Because he has some issues with the pilot flying day thing some years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. So Yeah. Got you. That was a good point. Good stuff, TJ. We're gonna take a 30-second break right quick. When we come back, we're gonna get to my man Doc. And I got another question I want to ask you all about the whole Deshaun Watson thing. Don't you don't touch that dial. Stay tuned. We'll be right Bizak, my man Cade. You understand what I'm saying?
It's Kate Cunningham, you watching the Shop Report.
Touch that dial. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
All right, we are back. Yes, indeed. Double J, did you catch that? Did you see the commercial? How it did? Did you all see it or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's doing something wacky on my end. But anyway, Doc, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, no, I was just saying I agree with Brother Rich. Like once Cleveland starts winning, it's over with. Like they're gonna forget all of what he got going on now. It's no longer gonna be, oh, but he did. Nope, we winning. We in the playoffs. What did he do again?
Okay. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't gonna lie. That move put the Browns at the top of the AFC North.
What?
Yeah.
Gonna be rough.
You said
Yeah.
that?
Top.
Yeah. I'm a purist, brother Rich. Come on, bro. Don't act, bro, Rich. Don't act like I ain't been saying
Hey,
in the shop
yeah,
what I've been
we
saying.
went from worst to first as far as quarterback.
Brother Rich, you really going there? Is that what you doing? Wait till I bring Twin on the show next week. Yeah, okay. I see.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that man say something good about the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, are we surprised? Of all people in the world, he was, never mind.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you. And also, in other words, Mike J weighing in again. Everything is a setup. If Watson or any other quarterback that is black were in New England, Seattle, etc., done deal. Okay. Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, right, Mike. Yeah, I'm with you on that too. Let me ask you all this question. Why does a guy allegedly or grand juryly, that's a word, guilty of civil infraction continue to admit in the face of such adversity that he didn't do anything? TJ?
Hold on, what?
Okay. All right. So you're not, you know what? I want you to start raising your hand again. I just let you off the snide for not raising your hand.
No, hold on. Was that a quote from somebody?
No, that's me. I told you all, sometimes when you all say certain things, it brings to mind a question and I'll write something down. I wrote that down. I'm saying, why does a guy allegedly guilty of civil infraction, and then I threw the grand jury, I threw that in. Okay, it's not a word. Okay, got you.
Oh, hell no.
All right, anyway, why does a guy allegedly guilty of civil infraction continue to admit in the face of such adversity that he didn't do anything? TJ?
I'm really stuck. Is you talking about Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, grand jury. All right, Mike, I'm glad. I'm glad my man Mike was on it. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring Mike on the show, yeah, because you know what I'm saying, some of y'all about to be fired.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm really lost. You talking about Deshaun Watson?
Another Cowboys.
Yes, I'm talking about Deshaun Watson.
Because he didn't do anything.
I said, so why does a guy, in other words, Brother Rich mentioned earlier about the civil suits or whatnot, okay? And you mentioned what you mentioned. He's saying he didn't do anything, right?
Right.
So in the face of all that, in other words, if he's guilty, how is a guy who's guilty in the face of all of this saying he ain't do nothing if he's truly, in fact, guilty of something?
I don't know. I think he innocent, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm with you. Doc, what say you?
Of course, say innocent, he innocent. I don't know what all these civil suits, I feel like it's a cash grab. Everybody wants to it's cash grab at this point.
Oh, okay. So
we can't take it to a grand jury no more because they already acquitted them. So let's try to get some kind of money out of them.
Oh, I got you. Oh, witch hunt is what they call that kind of stuff or whatever it is. Oh, okay.
Same thing Ben Roethlisberger did. Quick payoff now. You gonna just forget about it under the rug. Like brother.
I got one question after you go around.
He's not gonna pay 22 civil lawsuits. He's not.
Ron for the win. Yeah, Doc for the win.
He's not gonna pay it, but that's what they want ultimately. Like, just
He's
pay me
not
the
gonna
money
pay
and I'll go away.
22. He's not gonna pay that much. He's not gonna pay 22. They want to try him with 22. When his lawyers get them women in court and run them through the mill, they'll find out this is nonsense. Just as this, if he was gonna face any of these 22 that were remotely where he was gonna be found guilty in the remote part of any of them, he would have got convicted by the criminal court.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they would have used any little thing. There are many criminal codes you can violate in a circumstance with somebody like that today. That's easy. Sexual assault of a woman, that's easy.
Yeah, right. That's open and shut nowadays.
Tupac did 3 years for touching a woman under behind.
Yeah.
In the club.
Yeah.
That's not a hard conviction for Texas grand jury and Texas prosecutor to make.
Yeah.
When they got the owner of the football team and his neighbor pushing the case.
Yeah, exactly.
Earlier, this is known. We know why this young man is facing this. This is not. We're not surprised by this. We're not shocked. Kobe Bryant did the same thing, and at the end of his life, everybody was celebrating how great he was. And but what happened? But while he was going through that, every newspaper, he's a rapist. He's a this. Women in the arena, burning their shirts. Long-time Laker fans. I'm done with the Lakers. How could we sign a rapist?
He was burning his jersey.
The Tiger Woods, the same thing. Oh, look at him. He cheated on his wife like he's the only man in America to ever cheat on his wife. Like that
was crazy.
Tiger dirty.
Why they go that hard on Tiger? Like,
he gave his
went hard on Tiger.
My man Mike J, he's still with us. He said, do y'all really think he has to go that hard? I'm not even in the league, and it's so easy. You think, fellas? No,
who has to go that hard?
Who? Yeah, Mike. Yeah. You know what? Who? You talking about Watson?
Yeah, he has to go hard. He has to
All
go
right,
hard.
Speaking of Watson, though,
we got to give Double J a shot in here. But go ahead.
TJ. Yeah, I was trying to wait till everybody went. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Double J. Why does a guy allegedly, like I said, you already saying it here. Really, he's not guilty. You know what I mean? He's not going to pay the 22 civil lawsuits or whatever the case may be. But if you go, there was an article on Complex where he addressed he responded to why he contacted so many of the massage therapists and whatnot. And I didn't have that here. Well, I had the article, but this was quite lengthy. That was just a little bit too long to read. But I'm saying to you, the dude is how you can't. I don't see how you're guilty of something and you're staunch in the face of all of this, and you staunchly saying I didn't do it. Go ahead, Double J.
Well, the first mistake he made is by going outside of the team's provided massage therapist. However, I can speak from being on the inside without naming names. Having a routine massage therapist that was outside of the team's provided was common. And so now was with some of the folks that he ultimately use their services, questionable in judgment, sure, and I believe that's why there's that list is what it is, because again, those folks are who they are.
Go ahead,
Mary Kay Cabot had a crazy question though in that presser though. She said, "Well, why you have 22 different massage therapists?" I never even thought of that myself though. So why would he have 20? At least them the ones who came.
Do you want the real answer? You want the real answer? The
one you know somebody what they was doing.
You want the real one? The real answer? The one he
go ahead.
Okay, because he lives in Houston, Texas, and some of the finest black women in the world live in Houston, Texas, and he's a young single black male, and he want a fine woman to rub him down. That's the answer. But he knows he can't tell Mary Kay Cabot that, because then she'll judge him on a whole other spectrum. But that's the answer. That's the honest answer.
All right. But I just never thought about it like, because the way she's
you don't have the money to get 22 fine women to rub you down at any given time. But if you had the money and you were that age, you might want to do that if you were living.
Bob Kraft.
Like
Yeah,
that's
that's what I was gonna
exactly what
say.
Robert
Yeah,
Kraft was doing.
yeah.
And remember that you point out Robert Kraft, his masseuse was tied to a sex trafficking ring. That's how we found out about his case ultimately that he was involved in. So there's no sex trafficking allegations with Deshaun Watson, but there certainly was sex trafficking involved with Master Kraft or Mr. Kraft.
He got off on that clean, boy.
He said Master Kraft.
Yeah, because it's just amazing how some of the people behind this whole deal would throw out words like moral compass, integrity, we the people, and all that old kind of stuff, or whatever it is.
That's why I want to stop you right there, because I have a chart that has a breakdown by team of arrests that have happened in the league and throughout the past 5 years. And that's, if you're going to use those words, then you need to be covering the entire NFL, including the ownership, which, oh, by the way,
that's
I think the Washington Commanders in Chiefs, whomever they are, have an active suit that it was going on the premises. So before,
how's he still an owner? We talking about sexual assault.
Why are we talking about Deshaun Watson
for somebody to hear their case?
Okay, you all were both kind of going at the same time. Go ahead, Brother Rich. No, go ahead. Then
let Double J.
Go ahead, go ahead. All right, Double J.
That was all my point here, is that we're talking about a guy who's not going to face any criminal charges.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, there is an active criminal investigation that has now spanned years. That ultimately John Gruden was the first sacrificial lamb from that.
Yeah,
and that's all we've
that.
gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we're hearing more from Sarah Spain about Deshaun Watson than anything going on in Washington. And that is part of the problem.
Remember this with the Washington team, there are women, the cheerleaders are crying for somebody to hear them. The office workers are saying, remember, this is a team that it's alleged that the cheerleaders were sex trafficked to high-paying season ticket holders and big club people, that they were literally they were literally sex trafficked. The girls themselves, you can find this online, but we're talking about Deshaun Watson having women and speaking to them inappropriately. He didn't rape anybody. He didn't take anything they didn't want to give him, but you're talking about him being
I'm with you, Mike.
And uncultured. But hey, it's a whole, like he said, it's a whole different conversation.
Hey, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm gonna throw this out here. I know I'm gonna get riddled for it. But the same thing happened not even 10 minutes ago, so to speak, in Dallas. Who was the former player or whatever it is who went in the women's locker room or something or another and was filming somebody or whatnot?
Dallas,
so
got to come up. We don't know.
Well, wait a minute. You're a
BFF.
Jerry Jones was getting serviced in his office.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're talking about Deshaun Watson. I mean,
he talking about the Cowboys. He don't want to talk about the Cowboys in that nature and that like
of course
that.
Not.
I mean, we talk about a
got a residency in that kettle.
No, absolutely not. We talking about a subject of serious nature here, and the selectivity. You know what I mean? Of when exactly, different strokes for different folks, that type of deal. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if whatever it is that Sean is being accused of, or allegedly, or otherwise, and all these other cases, if it's wrong, then the song should be the same for everybody, regardless of what it is. If it's wrong. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You can't take one situation because of this case and then sweep it under the rug or mention it once or twice and then go away. But this one right here is going on and on and on every day.
It's because of this color.
Oh, okay. Got you. What'd you saying, Double J?
And what did I tell you about Tom Brady in Miami?
What'd you tell me?
That this whole plan was to get him to go run the show over there. With what was going down
it's making sense now. You see the cheetah down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so so now we done slid over to the other side of the topics. All right, gotcha. I didn't write for
the tanking. It further adds merit to Brian Flores' stance.
Oh, got you.
So that's again, but we're talking about Watson.
Oh,
I got a hypothetical for Watson though, y'all. Right?
Okay, what's the hypothetical?
So listen. Last year we was 8-9.
Yeah.
The Browns were. think it was 8
They
and
didn't-
Browns was a
or
playoff.
7 and 8 and
Yeah, I don't know. I forget what they were. 7 and 10. No, 10 and 7. Something. I don't even remember. TJ.
did we get 8 games?
I don't
Y'all went to
know.
the playoffs last year, G.
Huh?
Did we?
No. We ain't nowhere.
Yeah.
Mike said, "Come on, fellas. Yeah, absolutely."
No, so listen.
All I know is every game I went to, they lost. No, they won. They won.
I went to one. They won.
Which one was that? The opener against Houston? I was there.
That was week 2.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I caught that double J.
No, I went to the Bears. I went to the Bears game.
But go ahead, TJ. Make your point. What were you gonna say?
Anyway, so look, we was 8 and 9. I think. I'm not.
Oh yeah, they was
I'm not
8
for
and 9.
sure.
You right. They was 8 and 9.
What would have been if we had Watson last year?
What that week?
Oh my gosh, with OBJ and Landry.
So listen, 33 to 29, we lost. Get week 1. We would have whooped their butt, right? Chiefs.
Okay.
Y'all to beat
Week
the
2,
Steelers.
you had the Texans. We won that. Week 3, we had the Bears. We won that. Vikings. We won that. Then we played the Chargers and Cardinals. With Watson, we would have won those 2 games.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know about the Chargers. I believe in.
That was a shootout. That was a
No, I was
shootout.
about to say, even with Baker,
I
that was a
believe my
shootout.
boy
That
Herbert,
game was
dog.
like
I don't know.
49-42 or something crazy like
42,
that.
47. Yeah.
Yeah, that game was
Believe in
crazy. So
Herbert, dog.
So y'all say we might have won both of those too?
hold on, TJ. Hold on, Doc. If the Browns put up 42 points
With Baker.
you don't think they would have won that game with
Oh,
Herbert?
Oh no, man.
Yeah,
That'd been a
bro.
good
Yeah,
game,
bro.
dog.
And I'm not a
Oh,
what if
no.
type of person, but yeah, I'm thinking they would have won that game.
Maybe.
They put up 42, bro.
Oh, would you? Come on,
Maybe.
you got to be kidding me.
What I'm kidding you what?
Maybe.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm just come on, Doc. No.
Maybe.
Doc
Then
done
the
got a fresh.
Cardinals.
I like Herbert too much for that.
I
I
get
believe
the
in
Oh,
Herbert.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
So you a little-
I got a bias. I believe in Herbert.
Oh, okay, so it's a little bias. That's
So what
that's
about the
bias.
I believe
Cardinals
in
game?
Herbert, bro. I like y'all like
Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah, we like
Hey,
Herbert.
look,
Yeah, we
I
like
told
Herbert.
everybody
The
at-
Titans. Y'all gotta like. Y'all gotta rock some sunshine. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
okay. Oh, sunshine.
boy.
Cut it.
He do
Cut me
his thing out there on the field, boy.
We
I'm
lost to
telling
the
you.
Ain't nobody got time for
in. Cut me in and
You
cut
gonna
it
be
out.
all
What
right.
was you saying,
We beat
TJ?
the Broncos 14-17. We probably would have blew them out with
Right.
Yeah.
the Steelers. We lost 15-10. We probably would have blew
Mike-
them out.
Mike said the name Baker does not sit right with me. Yeah, I know. You're not the only one, Mike. Go ahead, TJ.
We blew the Bengals out. We won that 41-16 with that bum.
Okay.
Bruh, I don't see an L on this schedule. Now, we did lose to the Patriots 7-45.
I mean, with Deshaun Watson, y'all probably would have lost.
My man Walter
45 to
Willis
36.
weighing in. W2JR, he said, I was at the Chargers
just
game. We
don't-
only lost because of the phantom penalty on that defensive pass
That's
interference.
right.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
how about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Doesn't that
yeah,
sound
I
familiar?
forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about
Hey,
that.
look, man, y'all ain't gonna be doing my boy Herbert like that. All right, we
No, we
know.
just saying.
No,
shout out to my man.
you probably didn't watch the game, Doc.
Yeah, my man
Willis.
Willis.
Dog.
My man
Willis
Walt
do
Willis.
Herbert
He
like
weighing
that.
in,
Lions.
baby.
You watch the starting
He
line.
gonna do Herbert like that.
I mean, them house kittens you got in Detroit.
Yeah,
Hey.
the Lions gonna be all right. All right, watch one day.
In
I'm not
10
gonna-
years, they
Oh,
will
man.
be. But right
Yeah.
now, they suck.
He's gonna be like
Yeah,
Pepper.
and I'm
Yeah,
with
we
you on
gotta
that,
lady
help
Doc.
him with that
Titanic. It's
quarterback,
been
man.
84
We can't do
years.
that with him.
I'm with you on that, Doc. One day, because Browns fans used to say that same line.
And
Wait
look
till
at y'all
next year.
now. Look at
We were
y'all
saying
now.
that all our lives, and maybe it looked like it didn't finally arrive. I ain't mad, but I wish y'all could.
At least you
well,
got to see it.
Yeah, I'm. Oh
I'm
my
still
gosh,
waiting.
y'all don't even want my brothers to come on this program. When I was down there, where I was at down in North Carolina, is where I was at actually. Not no doggone.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Anyway,
yeah,
my whole point is we probably
Oh,
would
so
have
you
been
just cut me off?
14-3.
So you're a Cleveland driver right now? You just gonna cut me off, man? No signal, no turn signal, no nothing. You dead wrong for that.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Well,
now
you
you
know,
raise
these
your
Midwest
hand after the
roads,
fact.
barbershop Jay. You know,
What-
there's a lot of
what'd you say?
potholes out there.
I see right now. This is the situation we got right here going on. You know what I'm trying to tell you? That's what we got going on here. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what you all are saying is winning cures all, and as long as the Browns are winning, this thing will go to the side or slide to the back, right?
Yeah.
Hey, chill on my D boys. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike.
There we go.
Man.
That's why all he gets all his comments through. You know?
Oh, Mike. Oh, man.
Number one show in Dallas.
Yeah.
Play the rest of the comments, man. On this.
Exactly. Not this in
the
yeah, we know what it is.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I played the comments, man. I ain't scared. I play all the comments. What you? Now you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You didn't raise your hand after the fact. Man, go ahead on with that. So at the end of the day, but let me throw this hypothetical out there. And I'm in agreement with you all. Winning cures all. Come on now. We on this platform for a reason. Brother Rich, you all right over there?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm just saying, we in our 50s, man. Sometimes you got to stretch. You got to do, I'm saying you 1, 2. I ain't know if your back was all in it. But anyway.
You in your 50? I thought you was 60. My bad.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, hell no.
You get 2 buttons. Matter of
Push
fact,
another one, shoot. Make me
happy. Oh, you trying to start something? Okay, all right. Talking about little house kittens and all of that. Anyway, let's flip the other side of the coin over. And I don't think that they will, but the first time the Browns lose a game, Dallas Soldier boys. All right.
Dallas. He said Dallas.
Dallas. The first time the Browns do lose, then what happens?
Depends on how many you won first. It depends on how many you win first.
No, because you already know it's. Listen, somebody put a sign in front of Stefanski's yard about this Deshaun Watson thing. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. Right
hey, I wish you would have been said that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Somebody put a sign up. They not happy. Let me tell you something, man.
When LeBron first moved to Cleveland, they put a sign on his. You know what sign they put on his?
Yeah, exactly.
Pardon me. To LA, they put a sign on his garage.
Oh yeah.
Black athletes are used to hate. They did it to. This is the history.
Okay. Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The history of the black athlete playing in Boston, playing in Cleveland, coming into the city. This is the history of the black athlete. The black athlete.
Yeah, they did it. They did it to your goat too in Utah.
Yes, they do this. They did this to
what
Kobe
goat
Bryant.
in Utah? What? Oh, yeah.
Remember, for years, they were in basketball arenas in America. You had people who were allowed to come in there portraying African American basketball players with hangman's nooses and rapist costume and prison. Yeah. They would come with a prison placard and prisoner jerseys and. This is what life in America is. This is why when LeBron James said he made his decision and he just wanted to change, he didn't rob, rape, steal. He committed no crime. He simply made a decision. I would like to go play basketball in a different environment. And people burned his jersey and spray painted his house and he had death threats. And people talked about the owners, called him all kinds of names. The media called him. They discredited him in every manner, and then when he came back, they went right back with him.
Mike say, "Real spiel, fellas. Does anyone really think Cleveland's going to win a ship? Come on now, Mike. Yes.
Hey.
Mike, Mike, help me out, man. I'm trying to be on your side, man. Just give me a shout out anyway.
First of all, Mike.
Hey, we think the Browns will win one before the D boys.
Yeah, the D boys.
I mean, y'all probably will.
Oh, wait a minute.
Our time is coming.
D boys.
Oh boy.
Maybe they call y'all D boys because y'all be on all that dope. Thinking
okay. Now all y'all.
We gonna win,
Now y'all all buddies. Anyway, man, can we get back to the program? This
is
insane.
Barbershop, don't pull that comment up. While my boy talking good about LeBron, you turn him up. Don't pull no comments up. Let him. Hey, Rich, go ahead, man.
Yeah, he said probably no. Brother Rich, no, bro. Yeah, okay. I mean, but Brother Rich just telling it like it is. But let me ask you all this, or let me point this out. Name me a city or franchise that had the kind of backing, I guess. No. Let me rephrase it. Let me say it this way. What you said about what happened in LA and the black athlete, and we noticed about black athletes, it always happens. I'm with you, Brother Rich. obviously. When Muhammad Ali and Jim Brown and all them got to the forefront about what they was doing back in the day, yes, that's. I mean, you don't get no more truer, if that's a word, if I can say that, than that. But let me tell you how Cleveland is, bruh. When the Browns moved to Baltimore, do you know how many petitions the city of Cleveland, the fans in Cleveland petitioned? They sent petitions to the government. They was like, y'all better do something. They can't take our team. Bruh, go and look that story up. And the flip side is the Indianapolis Colts? Or the Baltimore Colts, excuse me, yeah. I don't know if Ted Marshall-Broder was the coach at the time or not, but they moved from Baltimore to Indianapolis in the middle of the night.
Literally.
They literally moved. They took it today. It wasn't nobody. If you didn't know that story or read about that, you would have never known. But when the Browns, when there was talk about the Browns moving to Baltimore, fans here were beyond livid. I'm talking about, you know how they say we need so many thousand signatures to get this bill passed or get something passed or whatever it is. Man, they had 10 times the amount of signatures about the Browns. And then when it was announced, oh my gosh, man. That's why I say, yes, everything you all said about the black athlete is absolutely true. But the way they operate in this town, man, they take it to a whole nother level.
Let me ask you something. So when they brought the Browns back, I was a kid. When they brought them back, how do they go about like finding the owner for the Browns? You know how, because usually they sell the team to another. How do they find like the owner?
Interviews and all that.
Yeah, they did. But it was, to me, it's a book called False Start, written by Terry Pluto. He broke all of that down.
Okay.
Now, I heard what you said, bro. I'm about to answer. I'm about to tell you how they found the owner and all of that. It was already in place, so to speak, that Al Lerner was going to be the owner of the Browns. And I think he may have, when he bought the Browns, when he bought that whole Carmen policy, when he was with the 49ers, it was already set in stone. They already knew who was going to do what. But I think if I remember correctly, not too soon thereafter the purchase of the Browns by Lerner, he passed. But he gave it to his son, Randy. I guess it was something written in his will or whatever it is that he gave it to Randy Lerner. And who owns the soccer team? I don't know if he still owns Aston Villa or something or another, that case or whatever it is. But when he sold the team to, was it Haslam? Did he sell the team to Haslam? I believe it was Haslam. Yeah. Randy Lerner came out and said he could not wait to get rid of the Browns because he really was all into soccer, I guess. He said the only reason he kept the Browns for as long as he did because he had made a promise to his father that he would keep them for that long. He couldn't wait to get rid of the Browns. So, yeah. But that whole ownership with Carmen policy, Dwight Clark, I think, was involved in it too back then in 99. They had already had all that set up. Because in this book, False Start by Terry Pluto, and it's a pretty good read, actually, when the Browns moved, there was such backlash from fans that the powers to be, or the brain trust in the NFL, said, we have got to get a team back in that market. They had to get a team back in that market. And I'm going to tell you what something my dude, we all know, my man Herm, said once upon a time. He said, bruh, he said the only thing he didn't like was, he said when they came back, when it was announced they was going to come back, he said he wished they would have came back with new name, new color, the whole new everything, man. He said he didn't like the idea that they came back, as the Browns or whatnot. He said he wished it would have been redone all over and done again, and so on and so forth. Well, I mean, he said Browns, yeah, he said, right, because if you see the years of futility up until now, you get what I'm trying to say? He said a fresh start would have meant fresh everything is what his point was, I'm assuming. He didn't say literally or in too much detail, but he just kept saying over and over again, I wish they would have started all over. I wish they would do something else. So at the end of the day, we're going to keep an eye on this whole Deshaun Watson thing, obviously, because of this, we're not hearing the end of it, obviously. And like to you all's point, winning cures everything, man. But I do say from where I'm sitting, on paper and otherwise, the Browns are the front runners. I don't see why they're not the front runners to definitely win the AFC North.
And just to add some more color to your point there, Lerner owned the team. He bought it for, I want to say, $35 million. And
I'm with you, Mike. I still do too.
And when the club lost about 50 million, he put the club for sale in 2015 and then sold it for 75, 76 million to Chinese businessmen. That's who owns it still presently.
The Aston Villa squad?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. Well, we're going to keep our eye on this because, the Browns. Oh, come on, Mike. Don't do that to me, man.
Right.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, the Browns.
Mike, I got it.
Yeah, not the Cowboys. Your
Yeah,
Cowboy
Mike.
love won't fly tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so we're going to, like I said, we're going to keep an eye on this whole thing. But, shout out to the Browns. They finally made a move that I hadn't seen in my lifetime. We mentioned a time or two ago on the platform.
Not your grandpappy's Browns.
Brother, that's I mean, what I'm saying? What's ain't
nobody got time for that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Double J, I'm glad you didn't throw that Jim Brown, that Russian thing, still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Man, my grandpappy's Browns was autogramming them, man. Cut me in or cut it out. Okay, Brother Rich, wait till I tell Dre what's happening.
Don't worry, your obstructed view seat is still there.
Yeah. No, municipal did. Oh, you cracked a funny. But yeah, municipal did have seats right behind the pole. And it was people you had to lean left, lean right just to see the game, to see the action. Yeah,
and just for the record, I tried to get this guy to come to the game. I told him, I had 2 Polish boys waiting. I even offered to he said, oh, but the wheelchair, and I'm like, well, that's where I got to draw the line. You know how hard it is with all those people to try to get them up and down.
Oh, now that's funny. Man, let me fix my glasses so I can hear what you really said. So in other words, and why would you offer me Polish boys anyway? I got 7 teeth, man, 4 in my mouth and 3 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I got a hard time getting down baby food. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, man, we're gonna watch the Browns. The Browns are really
that Metamucil now. You good.
Yep.
Anyway,
coming soon.
Anyway, moving right along. Let's get into some tourney talk. We are now down to the final 4. And boy, oh boy, was this tournament. Don't do that, Double J. This tournament was pretty interesting. I didn't get to see all the games, but I saw enough of the games that I actually was intrigued by the action that went down. But we're just going to go over the final 4. Oh, now, Double J. We don't want to talk about Purdue taking... Double J, don't act like that, man. Come on, man. Take your lumps. I got to take my lumps about the Miami Hurricanes. Yeah.
Oh, Double J, Purdue got put out.
Yeah. Like I said,
they got punched out. They got put out. They got punched out.
Brother Rich, I thought Double J was your.
That's my man.
I thought he was your buddy.
That's my buddy.
Mike, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna give you another one. Let's go over some of this Final Four action, but we're not going to even harass Double J about how Purdue got put out and why Purdue got put out. We're just going to, go across these.
Got put out.
Yeah, exactly. Kansas and Villanova in one matchup. North Carolina versus Duke in the other. Brother Rich, who you got, Kansas or Villanova?
Kansas.
Oh, really? Because they're blue blood?
Because Villanova just got that one of their best players is hurt. And
so one of their best. Yeah, one of their best players is hurt indeed. But if you know Jay Wright, he teaches basketball concepts.
Yeah, he does. But
you know what I'm saying? So
can't replace talent. They're not playing a mid-major. They playing another blue blood. They playing another big boy.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'm with you on that, Brother Rich. But don't, my man Mike MJ say Kansas. But I'm here to tell you right now, don't be surprised if Villanova win. Villanova
Villanova can never be surprised if Villanova wins. That's an East Coast basketball team.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They get down and dirty.
No doubt about it.
Hey,
remember, Kansas is where the game actually was invented. Kansas is where they have a basketball tradition that goes back to the beginning of this thing.
Okay,
so, and I'm personal to them in terms. And every time Kansas has ever been, remember this, every time a Kansas team goes to the Final Four, they always perform well. Always.
Okay, and I listen, and I don't take nothing from you on that. Right. They're a storied franchise, no question. But how many national championships and how many Final Fours has Villanova been in?
You asked about this game.
Oh, okay. Well, how many Final Fours and how did Villanova then been
in? Stop.
Man, Villanova.
Look, I'm going to
Hold
tell
on.
you right now.
No, hold it.
Decided.
Hold on. Villanova knocked off North Carolina when nobody thought Villanova should even have been in the championship game, huh? And nobody thought Villanova even had a chance to win that game because of North Carolina's bigs. And what did Villanova do? The same thing they always do when they. So I get it, Brother Rich. Kansas done been there probably more times. I don't have a number in my head right now,
but I tell you what, national titles.
Okay,
but the same number as Duke. This is the whole point. This is Coach K proving he's the guy.
It's gonna be Duke.
I'm gonna stop y'all right now and then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a story. It's a walk off. What's up, Walt?
Yeah, my man Walt weighing in again. He said Remy Martin for Kansas will be the difference.
Remy Martin is average. Stop it. Bill Self didn't even want Remy Martin, and that's why he ended up at Arizona State for all
across
them
the living room. I put up 45 buckets at the beginning of the year. I need this.
Look, I'm gonna make this real simple.
Okay.
With Duke getting into the Final Four, Mike Krzyzewski passed John Wooden in terms of number of Final Four appearances. He has now eclipsed the most. With the wins that he won in the previous round, he eclipsed the most by any single head coach. Now, he's going to beat his rival who ruined his spoiler for his last home game in the next round, which has never been played before. They've never met in the tournament at all, let alone the Final Four. So there's your storyline. Now, in terms of Villanova in Kansas, they want Kansas through. And the reason why is both Duke and Kansas have 5 national titles. So to prove he's the best, he's going to get the 6th and be superior to all.
Everything.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Double J, I got to give you a shout out.
Call me not, Double J Anonymous or whatever.
You all saying it's a conspiracy?
Oh boy, I was coming to you next, TJ, because I already knew that's where you was going. You know, TJ is the man of conspiracies. Go ahead, TJ. What you got to say?
At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this first. I do not watch college basketball that much, so I'm gonna pick Kansas, and that's
You're not the only one. Oh, MJ, Mike weighing in again. He said, "I love Coach K, but it's over for him. Kansas will win." Oh wow, okay.
Oh no.
This is the least. Look, I loved Kansas. Jock Vaughn, Paul Pierce, Rafe LaFrence, Danny and the Miracles, all of them. I was a huge Kansas fan.
Devontae Graham.
The list goes on. 02, okay. I still am sour over the 01 with Carmelo. I still think they should have lost. And then going all the way to 08, I was thrilled to see D Rose lose. Mario shot.
No.
Mario Chalmers of
this is the worst Kansas team I have seen in 20 years.
Okay, but let me tell you, let's back up a bit. You mentioned Carmelo. First of all, leave Carmelo out of this. Second of all, I don't care how great Kansas was and who they had. Carmelo Anthony was a different type of dude.
That's why I know Brown would have won 4 straight years.
Anyway, I know. That's like saying what if, like what if the lady across the
think about that time. He would have had 1 year with potentially with Conley and Greg Oden.
Who? Man, he wasn't going to Ohio State.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't going to Ohio State, man. He would have went to North Carolina. Would have went to North Carolina Duke. But anyway, I don't know how we got on Ohio State. Oh, wow. Yeah, right. I was talking about Carmelo Anthony. I'm telling you right now, go back and watch that national chip. Melo in the first half was doing his 1-2. He was unstoppable. Do you hear me? And then in the second half, he told Hakeem working on him, now y'all go eat. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, because Melo has set the tone and the table in that first half, boy. Man, nobody wasn't beating Syracuse that year. Nobody was beating Syracuse that year. I'm with you, Mike.
That game is really the highlight of Carmelo Anthony's basketball career. It's going
to he had almost lost 2 rounds before that.
I know.
That game,
almost don't count.
His whole reputation is based on
unless you playing horseshoe
the NBA Hall of Fame based on that game. That game
and
to the NBA Hall of Fame.
And I'm with you on that, brother Rich. But Double J, your almost is akin to TJ's what if. Like I say about his what if.
To the Dallas.
No, I'm not gonna leave you.
Now bring your Cowboys up with almost a what if.
First of all, First of all, you can go back through all of these programs we did. You never heard me say I was a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh, believe
You ain't had to
that's
say it. What's
You
understood?
said it yourself.
Don't need to be
That's
said.
hyperbole.
You said it yourself.
I did not.
Say it
I
again.
never said
What's
that.
understood? Don't need to be said. At all.
Exactly.
Let's
Oh,
ask
hey,
again.
wait.
What's the best conference in
man,
all of football?
Hold up, Double J. Hey, TJ, don't be misappropriating why I say it. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. If you're gonna say how I say it, then get it right. But to your what if.
Hey, speaking of, you allegedly a Browns fan.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, and twice
Anyway.
he was offered to go to First Energy, complimentary.
Hey man,
compliments to me.
listen, no,
He's
because
no Browns fan.
no,
He's
no,
no
listen.
He
Hold
was
on,
off
he
that
turned you
day
down?
too. He
Hey,
was
Double
off
J,
that day.
Double J.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, mess with your boy, man. Mess with your boy. Anytime
Hey,
you got a
listen.
ticket, I'll pull up.
First
said
of all,
anytime you
First Energy and Municipal, there's a big difference. When you go to First Energy, you got all these security stipulations and all of that in place. You can't have your left shoe tied too tight, your right shoe tight. Man, anybody got time for that? At Municipal,
No.
wait till we bring Twin on the show. Man, Municipal was the dump. It was the
You know they
Municipal.
tore Municipal down.
I don't care.
Quit living
I
in the
don't care.
past. Okay,
don't
Grandpa? It's 2022.
See that, you got to come with. I'll show you. You know, I'll do my best, bro, Rich, and I'll show you. You know, some of the finer things inside of First Energy.
Man, listen, man, don't nobody want to drink beer from no baby cup.
Hey, I told you I'd get you the souvenir class. All right,
Man, please. We used to drink beer from our. We used to drink beer out our shoe. Man, we used to listen in the dog pound. In the
Oh,
dog
man,
pound.
there you go.
Here we
In the
go.
dog
Here
pound.
we go. Here we go.
In the dog pound and Municipal, man, we used to have kegs in the dog pound. Man, they used to
Sounding
do
like Joe Biden right now. Like
Oh,
you
please.
walked
Oh,
away.
wow. Really? Really?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, anyway.
See,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember this over
Now,
old days.
Oh, smoking dope.
now at Municipal, at First Energy, they drink beer with their pinky out. Oh, tea time, man. Get on out of here with that, man. Anybody got time for the politics? But anyway, to your what if, TJ, you thought I forgot? If the lady across the street has a mustache, she'd be somebody's uncle. And to your almost Double J, almost only counted hand grenades and horseshoes. But
You better be
anyways.
careful. Today, the lady across the street could be somebody's uncle.
Oh well,
Right.
well, you know what I'm saying. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Y'all want to talk about Kenneth Walker? Okay. Oh, we can go deep, fellas. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at you.
Those UConn teams, Hamilton,
Yeah.
Walker, Shabazz.
What up, Ricardo? What up, Rick?
A lot of
Oh
sleep.
man,
Just go to sleep.
What's
Rick.
his name? Who was the power forward that
Who?
pretty much won the tournament? Mecca Okafor. Yeah, man.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
oh
yeah,
man,
bro.
please. That's like saying Tyler Hansborough. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Rick, you need to weigh in. They TJ, Brother Rich, and Double J. Doc ain't said nothing yet, but they bashing Mello. Yeah, now wait till he definitely.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why he woke up.
Who's
'Cause
Dashing Mello?
he
Who's
heard
Dashing
it.
Mello?
Oh, my bad, not Brother Rich. My fault, Brother Rich. My bad, Brother Rich.
Wow, man.
No, I'm just
Mello is
saying,
my
'cause-
father, man.
No, you did bash him by saying that underhand comment, talking about college was his highlight of his career.
No,
That man played 20 seasons, dog.
Mello will tell you that. Mello will tell you that. Mello
He
will
played.
tell you that.
Why the Olympics couldn't have been the highlight?
Well, no, the Olympics.
Bronze?
He did wonderful
Right.
things throughout his career. But the highlight of his career, if you hear Mello talks about the game that he played when he was in that zone and what that meant to him, winning that game and that national championship. Absolutely, it's his only championship. Winning a championship is always considered, unless he wins one in the NBA with the Lakers in this last few years. That so far is the highlight of his career, without a doubt.
He ain't gonna
Yeah,
win
Mike.
one
Yeah,
with
we might can get that on, Mike. But we getting ready to end the show here in a little bit. But I tell you what, if you would, you can go to the shop report fan page and shoot us your email. All right, and we'll be in touch with you.
That's
all right.
my boy Mike. I'll send you his email.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, send me his email. Yup. Yeah, Ricardo. Yeah. Thanks, Rick. Man, he was 19, averaging 21 a game, turned 2 struggling franchises around. Rick,
He
I need you to
balling
weigh in.
New York.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, what?
Man,
Rick,
hey, bruh.
Talking about
Come on,
almost.
You didn't like New York Mello?
He was very nice.
Oh, Jeremy Lin, hello?
New York.
Oh, that's
Hey,
so disrespectful.
Elon Shepard and all them. Like you didn't like that?
They got flushed. You know who they got flushed by?
That was
The
the
King.
highlight of his time.
They got
That's what I'm
flushed by the
saying.
King.
That was prime Melo to me.
Lynn
Like New York
Sanity
Melo when he
was
dropped that
New York
60
Melo.
3 points. Like that was prime Melo.
No.
And played no defense. But anyway,
He ain't never really played defense just for his young years in Denver.
And the team was terrible.
He ain't
Awful.
never been a defensive player. Never.
Hey, but I tell you,
And Amari Stoudemire. Oh my!
Like
I
you
tell
see
you-
now,
Worst
teams
teams
expose Melo on that lack of defense that he played.
Okay, that's what we're telling you.
yeah, get him, Rick. Get him. Get him, Rick.
come on, he was 19 and averaged 21. Brian came in 18, 17, averaging like that. Come on, bro. We don't want to hear that, man. Get up out of here, bro.
Hey, man, I tell you what, Melo, every time Melo played against Brian, especially early on, he gave him buckets. Every time.
Not
Gave him
playing
buckets.
defense.
When they was in high school.
Is that what you mean?
He gave him buckets, but Melo,
talking about period.
I ain't say he wasn't an offensive superstar. He was an offensive
Hold on,
superstar.
don't be stuttering, Grandpa.
He would have
don't be
gave
stuttering.
Jordan. He gave Kobe buckets too.
Here
He
you
would've gave Jordan
are.
buckets.
See what
I'm
I'm
just
saying,
saying.
Brother Rich?
Ooh.
Did he
See what I'm
not?
saying?
Did he not?
Why do you have
Yeah,
to
come on. Yeah, Rick. Everyone was scared to check Melo. Thank you. See what I'm saying, Brother Rich? Now, you see how TJ do? He tell you don't bring nobody up, but then it's okay for him to do it.
No, y'all was giving Melo accolades. I'm just saying he gave Kobe buckets, Paul Pierce, whoever he went against. Don't just say he gave LeBron buckets just because he the GOAT. Don't do that, now.
That's why the screen froze. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah, like I said. Anyway, Doc, who you got, man? Kansas or Villanova?
I got Kansas taking this one. Because, like I said, Villanova has an important piece.
Yeah, for real, Mike. My bad, Doc. Go ahead and say what you say.
Villanova has an important piece missing to their puzzle. I don't know how they're going to adjust, so I think Kansas might overwhelm them and take this one.
But wait. Man, I've been a Villanova and a Razorback fan for a long time. Yes, my man I can't think his name right now. Yes, he is an important piece. But Villanova, man, they go 12 deep, bro.
No. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to tell you
how
something.
they adjust.
Mike Justin was
to missing that, I forgot what his name is, but if
Last
they
name
can't adjust to missing that one,
Justin Moore,
piece,
my bad. Yeah, that's it. Justin
they
Moore.
can't adjust to playing without Justin Moore, then Kansas might overwhelm them because now you don't have that, that reliable player down low that you could usually go to, but you can't anymore.
Yeah, but wait. That's the thing about Villanova.
Oh.
Villanova can adjust. I'm not listen. I'm
Hey,
taking
Double
Villanova.
J, I'm with you though. Kansas, that team is sorry. My bad,
Yes,
Grandpa.
they are. And to take it a step further, I'm going to throw it out
I
here.
forgot I was watching that game.
Okay,
I was watching
Kansas
the
is
game
sorry.
the other day.
But Kansas is sorry, but you're picking them to beat Villanova, though.
Yes,
Because
and here's why. Because Villanova, the same team, this is the same group from last year. This same group, when Colin Gillespie got hurt, they were a bubble team after he lost. They were losing a Butler. They were losing left and right. They rely on every single piece being there. They will not function. They will lose by double digits.
That's what we're telling you.
Hey, who was Kansas playing the other day? The last game?
They've probably had the
on
easiest
Friday.
path
Was
there.
it Friday? Did they play on
Houston.
Friday?
Mike, who is the GOAT? Mike,
Wait,
tell
no,
us who
no,
the
no,
GOAT
they
is.
didn't play
Oh boy, Mike. Mike, you getting ready to get booted. I can see that now. Tell us who the GOAT is, Mike. Yeah, holla back at us. Tell us who the GOAT is. Okay, but listen, you're right. Villanova, they rely on every piece. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, what did he have in that game the other day? And it was about 35 seconds left before he got hurt. I tell you the
Kansas
truth.
just blew out the Canes by 26.
Look at Kansas's route here: Texas Southern, Creighton, Providence, and then the U.
Okay. What was Villanova? What was Villanova? Okay, what was Villanova's route?
Well, a lot harder. But that's my point, that they rely on everyone. And
I watched Kansas the other day. They didn't look all
Villanova
that.
beat Ohio State, Delaware, Ohio State, Michigan, in Houston. That is impressive. That's far more impressive than what Kansas did. Kansas was weak. This is a team that almost lost to TCU twice, including once at Fog Allen Fieldhouse.
But you're picking them to beat Villanova.
Because Villanova has an injury. If that kid did not tear his ACL,
that's what we're telling you. He has.
They rely on. It's like having a flat tire, barbershop. They're going to be one step behind.
Okay, that's why they make run flats now. And I'm telling you
And that
now.
20 miles will get them through the first half.
So that's
And
what
I'm
I said.
telling
They
you-
close to the first half, and they're not gonna close it out.
Man, listen, y'all don't know Villanova. Because let me tell
I
you what
know,
Villanova
yeah.
gonna do, even without Mr. Moore.
Nothing.
Villanova is going. I don't care who they go up against, because you go through the past 6-7 years with them, and they've been
They
in
had
tournaments.
studs.
They've always
They had
Villanova
they had
Villanova
Sadiq
ain't.
Bey.
Whoa. Villanova ain't really had no studs, not compared to the bigger programs. Are you
What?
serious?
What? This is the same Villanova team that
Who,
has
Josh
beat
Hart?
Kansas. Oh man, If they
Seriously?
We're talking about Villanova that has historically gone up against Georgetown. Villanova been doing their thing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So we know what you're talking about in terms of Villanova. We're not taking anything away from them. What we're saying is,
It sounds like it.
no,
We're
we're
not, with
not.
this
We're
one
saying
piece
that
missing.
when you got a team that
He said LeBron's is beat it. Mike
you
said
got a
again he be
team
having
like
cramps.
Double J,
Mike, I was with you until then.
I was never with him.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, listen, I'm not saying Kansas
I know
won't
he from
win.
the D. He from where you from?
From where?
Yeah, he
from
from out here.
Cleveland?
Oh yeah.
Got you.
Okay.
Oh, from Detroit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, it's funny because you laugh at the King, but he scored like 24 straight points on y'all. Y'all forgot about that. I've been mad too.
Whoa! I was at
I was
that
mad too.
game.
Oh, wow.
No, he got
Anyway,
kicked out at
yeah.
halftime.
Yeah, got
because
you. Yeah.
they were losing.
Yeah,
I don't want
got
to hear
you.
that.
Yeah, anyway.
You don't want to hear what?
He started slapping when they were getting smoked.
No. I'm talking about with Ben Wallace and them, dog.
No.
Oh, man. Let's get into it. Kansas is bona fide. And I love Kansas as a program. They bring it every night. But the thing that Villanova does, and you say they need all pieces, you don't need all your pieces on the defensive end. One thing about Villanova that is tried and true, I don't care who they go up against, they are going to make you work for every possession, no matter who it is. So if Kansas survives that, I tip my hat. Just like my Razorbacks some time ago in that 40 minutes of hey-yo, as in Mayo, with Nola Richardson and them, when didn't nobody think they was going to knock off Duke and Grant Hill in 94, then what did Corliss and my boys do? But anyway, we're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not going
Yeah, and I've been in Bud Walton Arena more than you have in the last 10 years.
Okay, and okay, got you. My buddy, my buddy. You know what I'm saying? You want your theme song? Yeah.
Very underrated arena. If you guys get a chance to go, absolutely.
No, Mike said you want to put a couple dollars on it. Mike, I can't afford to gamble, man. You know what I'm saying? They won't let me with my food stamp card. I need every dime, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I got to buy oatmeal, baby. You know, I'm trying to tell you, it depends.
Well, yep, it depends.
TJ, who you got, man? Did you already say who you got? Kansas and Villanova? Oh yeah,
Grandpa,
you already said it.
come on, man.
Yeah, I was being facetious. That's my word. Facetious is the word, but facetious, man. Doc, who you got, man? Did I come to you yet?
Yep, I got Kansas beating over, dog.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear that again. All right, so everybody on the panel got Kansas except for me.
No, I want to change my pick. I want to change my pick.
No, it's too late. What? You didn't raise your hand. Come on now. Don't act like that, man. Come on, man.
Listen, I forget I watched him play the other day.
You know you my friend. Well, change your pick then. Go ahead, man. Change your pick.
I changed it.
To who?
It's only one other team. Come on.
I want to hear you say it.
DeVille.
Glenville?
Yep.
Yeah, Villanova. Anyway, sliding on over to the next matchup, North Carolina versus Duke. Do we even need to come to Double J? Because he already told us 15,000 times who he think gonna win and all that kind of, even though he does make a compelling case.
He got the D on his hat.
I say the same thing because it makes sense.
That D is for don't make no more picks.
That D is to make you some money.
It makes
put the money down.
Okay, Brother Rich, who you got, man? North Carolina.
I'm going to go the opposite direction on this because this is where basketball, I believe, comes into play. And I believe Carolina I believe they want Duke. I do believe Double J is correct that they want Duke. But unless the referees do a magnificent and bang-up job, absent that, if they're allowed to play, Carolina wins this game.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give my thoughts on that in a minute here, too. Doc, who you got? Carolina?
I agree with Joey for real. Like, I see Duke taking it. It's the ultimate way to go out. Like, I got the most wins. I beat you. It's never been done before. Like, it's the perfect story.
TJ, who you got?
Okay, let me see.
Carolina or Duke?
Okay, here's Carolina. Duke. Okay.
Flipping that coin.
Carolina.
Oh, wow. Okay, got you. And Double J, we just gonna come to you just for the, humor me.
So look, Carolina's played great, right? Purdue beat 2 of these Final Four teams.
Now it's okay to talk about Purdue. Ain't that something? Go ahead.
I'm just letting everyone know that
he said it's so monotone too.
So
you had to make sure y'all knew.
But so Brady Manick has been balling phenomenally. Armando Bacot is the most consistent center other than Oscar Tshiebwe for Kentucky, and they have the guard play. This is a team that naturally has beaten Duke, but this is also a team that inside of the Dean Smith Arena got smoked by 20. So Coach K is going out a champion, and his group has grown up more. So both are playing the best ball. It's going to be a good game. However, when you look at difference makers, you can have Williams when Bacot gets in foul trouble. They're not the same North Carolina team. They don't operate the same, and they don't have the depth that we're accustomed to when North Carolina having. So that's more so shame on Roy Williams. But with that being said, this is where you're going to, again, kind of go with Duke here. This is a team that was down 5 to Michigan State with
Mike, you said I go get my pops out the grave if Purdue wins it. Oh, wow. Well,
me
they out
too.
of it.
Hopefully somebody will grab me out by the time they win one. So ultimately, this is, again, storylines, right? That instead of the games themselves. So
they want to see.
They want to see Coach K go out a champion.
Yeah.
Okay. And, what were you gonna say, Double J?
Just that again. Ultimately, what it comes down to is this is his chance. He's past John Wooden. He's the all-time winningest coach when it comes to the tournament itself. Now he has a chance to pass another historic blue blood in the national title race. That is how you mark your legacy, and that is how they want him to go out. It's as simple as that, and that's why they're going to play Kansas.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll have the last word on that before we get out of here. And once again, I want to appreciate, tell everybody that weighed in, I appreciate y'all for doing so. My co-host will stand here with me this long. But to Brother Rich's point, pay attention to the ref or refs.
Brother Rich is asleep. You can wake him up.
No, he's not. It's going to have to. It's going to have to.
Sleep. I ain't sleep. That's your guy at the free throw line. He be sleep.
Absolutely.
Hey, my bad, Rich. I was just checking your temperature, man. I thought you was.
But listen,
stay hot.
And the reason why I'm saying the refs, because my man, Buddy Love is what I'm calling him. That dude took over against UCLA. That dude, and you heard the announcers, Vern Lundquist, or whoever it was is announcing. I don't know everybody. That man, it's been a long time. Well, my mind be slipping like the transmission on a 68 Buick that's been sitting in the garage too long. But it's been a minute since I can recall watching a dude take over. And he hit a shot over one of them guys, and he told the dude, man, you can't guard me. That's New York, Chicago, Detroit basketball. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's Wood Hill. That's Rucker Park, man. That's the kind of, when I'm watching this dude, man, I was sitting down and I had to sit up because, man, Love went off. Do you hear me? He was bound and determined. Once I seen him, bruh, come on, man. You got to give it to the dude, man. Once he started, Double J shaking his head. Once Love started doing his 1-2, and I love Johnny Juzang and what's the guy? Chapang or whatever his name is with the little,
Well, I love my little UCLA team. Then we got
that's what. And UCLA not no chumps.
Yeah.
That dude for about a
You
6
wanna
or
go
7
ball.
minute stretch would look like, man, Love took over. He was bound and determined. He was like, I don't care if don't nobody do nothing else. We about to win this game. Man, he was come on, man. That's why the refs are going to be very important because if Love, he's feeling it right now. That's the only way you're gonna stop him. Because what he did the other day, he can do that again.
Brady Manick will miss his shots.
Who?
Armando Bacot will get in foul trouble.
Man,
he's going to sit with 2 early fouls.
Listen, let me tell you something. If you watch that UCLA North Carolina
they didn't have
game,
the size. They didn't have no size. They had Bum Miles Johnson.
UCLA, but that didn't stop you. That didn't stop UCLA from getting the lead. If the size or not having the size was such a big deal, UCLA wouldn't have had lead at all in that game. Come on now. That was a good game back and forth.
They had a hurt Jaime Jaquez.
Oh, man, come on. Man,
he was balling 20 points per game.
Come on, man. Let's stop. Come on now. Jaquez, them 2 ankles didn't matter when he went up for that dunk. When he put that boy behind his head and went up for and listen, and don't tell me he was hurt because he got the steal twice on that particular play when he got that dunk late in the game in the second half. He knocked it away from the guy, and then the ball went towards the other player, and he knocked it away from him, and then got a breakaway and dunked it and then put it behind his head. His ankles didn't bother him on that play. Come on, we don't make excuses here, bro. At the end of the day, I'm trying to tell you what Love did in that 5 or 6, 7 minutes, however many minute stretch it was. It looked like he was the only player on the floor. Wasn't nobody looking at Bacot, Manick, nobody, nothing else. That dude took over the game. Keep your eye on him. That's the only way they're gonna have to stop. They're gonna have to.
Hey,
the refs they're gonna have to get involved.
Co-hosts asleep over here, Doc and Rich, man.
No. Yeah. My man Mike said he out. Yeah, Mike said great chat, fellas. I'm out. Yeah, we get ready to get out of here too. Yeah, fellas. Yeah, it's good
my boy
stuff.
Rich
Okay.
up there at the top, like.
Okay, well, I'm letting y'all know right now. I got Villanova in North Carolina for the national championship.
Duke
That's what I got.
Kansas for the national.
Yeah.
My boy Doc over here like this.
I ain't mad.
Put the rent money on it.
North Carolina.
I just told you, man. I just told you I ain't got my food stamps, man. Cut me in and cut it out. Yeah, I got North Carolina and Villanova. But if Kansas is in it, I ain't mad. And on that note,
it's been picks one more time. Before you writing it down?
Come on, yeah.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, anyway, that's what I thought. And on that note, it's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate y'all for listening and staying up with us late and coming to join us late. Don't forget to check us out right here on the StreamYard Sundays at 9 on the PM side or on Facebook, Twitter, Golden Instagram, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, as well as the shop's Facebook fan page. And if you would be so kind, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'd be, of course, much obliged. And if that don't work, Google it. For my man's Be Rich, Double J, DOC, and speaker for the Kang, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla!